In a world ruled by satellites, digital maps, and turn-by-turn directions, it's easy to forget that not long ago, the only thing standing between life and death on an open ocean was a guess. This is the story of dead reckoning, a forgotten art of navigation, a method without GPS, without compass, just the mind, the sky, and the will to survive. Dead reckoning is the process of estimating your current position by using a previously determined position and advancing it based on speed, time, and direction. No instruments, no external references, just raw calculation. It's navigation in its most primal form, used by early sailors, desert traders, and even fighter pilots. It's not always accurate, but when it worked, it could save lives. And when it didn't, it led to shipwreck, starvation, and the end of empires. The earliest known use of dead reckoning predates even the compass. In ancient Polynesia, navigators read the waves, memorized star paths, and felt the motion of the boat beneath their feet to cross thousands of miles of open ocean, without maps and without metal. These were the first human GPS systems, living instruments who could feel direction in their bones. Later, the Vikings took it a step further. With no compass and only basic tools, they relied on directional memory, solar position, and the flight paths of birds to find their way from Scandinavia to Iceland or Greenland, and eventually North America. So how did dead reckoning actually work? Imagine this. You leave port, heading west at 5 knots for 2 hours. You then turn northwest and travel another 3 hours at the same speed. Based on this, you plot your position, but there's no guarantee you're right. Winds push you, currents pull you, your speed is just an estimate, your direction never exact. Errors accumulate fast. And that's the fatal flaw of dead reckoning drift. One small miscalculation today becomes a major error tomorrow. That's why dead reckoning was often paired with celestial navigation, checking the stars to correct your guessed position. In 1492, Christopher Columbus crossed the Atlantic using dead reckoning. He recorded speed by tossing a log attached to a rope and counting how many knots passed through his fingers in a set time. Literally, the origin of knots as a unit of speed. He navigated blindly across unknown waters, correcting course by observing the sun and stars when possible. It was crude, but it worked. In World War II, bomber crews flying over enemy territory with no radio contact used dead reckoning alongside brief glimpses of terrain below. A single math error could send them crashing into the mountains or straight into enemy fire. Today, dead reckoning lives on in ways we don't often see. Autonomous vehicles and submarines use modern dead reckoning when GPS is unavailable. Aircraft navigation systems rely on it between GPS checks. Even your smartphone's pedometer apps use a form of it when signal is lost, guessing your movement based on prior direction and speed. In survival training, pilots and explorers still learn the basics, because if the tech fails, it's all you've got. Dead reckoning reminds us that technology is not infallible. Nature can erase signal, batteries die, but the mind with knowledge can still find the way. There's something poetic about dead reckoning. It's human, flawed, brave. It's a journey built on uncertainty, like life itself. And it speaks to the power of human instinct and problem-solving, even in the harshest conditions. A mental map drawn not on paper but in the navigator's head. A course steered by experience and trust in one's own judgment. Before satellites, before compasses, before even map, there was dead reckoning, a system built on courage, memory, and mathematics. A method where you guess your way forward and hope your past decisions carry you home. It is navigation at its most raw and most human. If you enjoyed this journey through history and hidden knowledge, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more stories of science, survival, and forgotten genius. Thanks for watching.